East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get it. Virginia Mountaineers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nowaski. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. The give to the tailback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know...
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Power football with the run. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So UConn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up for their team to succeed.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
On the move, it's Castro. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got it in the middle. It's Castro. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UConn going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They've got the screen set up. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Gets some yardage and gets down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Caught over the middle. It's Castro. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quick.
17.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking for a block. It's Castro. And the returner will be dragged down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires left. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he left him grabbing. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes his shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, West Virginia. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UConn offense goes back to work. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work.
42 Spider.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. The 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Black 24.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. UConn will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the return, it's Castro. Makes a move. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense set on 1st down.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment. And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to power it in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. UConn going back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Looking to take a shot. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 1st down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Castro. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. West Virginia, and it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't fire. In that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Saunders. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Castro. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some
throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires it down the seam. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. He looks that one in nicely. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. The Mountaineers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for the score. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback make.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Just about a half-minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
coming after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.